Okay, good morning everyone. I'm Andrew. I don't want to work anymore. That's right, I don't want to work anymore. Anyway, we're trading the Nasdaq. It's a beautiful day here on Nasdaq land, and it is Thursday, May 15th. And as you can see, I got a new setup here. My face is down in the left-hand corner. Anyway, kind of jarring for me right now, since someone in the comments really wanted to see my account. Whoops. There we go. There's my equity right there going down. So anyway, we trade this strategy that I have here in the top left hand corner. There's a video on how we execute that strategy. We have 464 wins, 403 losses over 306 trading days, with a 53.5% win-loss ratio and positive 12,116 points, which is really good, except that the strategy really over the last 2 weeks has been pretty abysmal. Let's see if we can see that here. Yeah, so since like the April 25th, it's really basically in drawdown, minus 888 points. So not so great, but you know, up until then, actually April, since the beginning of April, it's been pretty bad. Want to go from the 31st of March all the way down. Actually, we are still positive since March, but that's only because of this massive winning day on April 7th. You know, if you took that away, the 2,500 points, we would be negative around 300. So take that for a grain of salt. But before that, like, you know, we got some really great wins and many days in a row. And the losses, you know, typically don't have more than three to five, but you know, 5 is rare and they're smaller than the wins. So anyway, there's that. Raghav, good morning. Today there's no electricity in my area, so no trading for me. I'm guessing you don't have a laptop that runs on batteries. I don't know what's going on my screen here. I don't know what this is for. How do I get rid of this? Anyway, 1 minute till the market opens. Oh, there's this is open for some reason. Okay. So yeah, my face here in the bottom left is very jarring. I want to figure out if I can flip the image, and then at least I'm like facing the charts, if that makes sense. I want to be facing, sorry, I want to be facing all the action over here. But whatever. Market's gonna open up here any minute. It looks like I gotta start these streams a little bit earlier so I can get my levels on here. This is still here. Oh, it's my limit order. There we go. I don't know how that got there. And there is the opening price. Okay. I'm going to change this to regular trading hours so I can get yesterday's closing price of 21,404. Is that correct? 21,404. So we are in a discount. This will be our opening price, or sorry, closing price from yesterday. What is our bias today? 15-minute daily. Looks like we've already come down into this fair value gap. I think a deeper retracement is still possible. This is 8:30 news. It looked like it was pretty decent, right? Because we had a lot of economic data that came in today. 8:30, 8:30, 8:30. PPI, jobless claims. So, okay, nothing too crazy. Hassan's in the house. Best of luck for everyone today. Thank you, Raghav. You can live vicariously through our trades. I know you guys are going to ask if I've had any time to work on the one-to-one strategy, and the answer is no. How do I center my face in here? I gotta figure something out. Been really busy with my my wife starting her new business and helping her out, and also work has been really demanding of me lately. I got these. Yeah, we do have a lower bias today, so I don't want to. And now we're already 50% into this new day opening gap. Pretty close to it anyway. Let's see here. Where do we open? Opened here, closed there. There's 50%. I'm going to trade the strategy because that's what I have to do until it is proven wrong. Oh, and I don't have my instant market orders set. So that's awesome. Basically missed that entry. Oh, I can get a good one there. All right, fine. I'm in. That wolf. Good morning, sir. Stop loss. 5 points below candle 1, which gives us 21,277. What else do we got going on? That's the daily chart. Let's look at the 15-minute. Electronic trading hours. Sweep of London high at 21,370. That sounds like a good idea. That would be beautiful if we could get up to London, sweep, market structure shift, and then a breakdown to go lower, which we definitely need to do. From the low to the high. Let's see what that fib would look like. From here to there. Or even from this low, this London low here. Yeah, yesterday really chopped us up, didn't it? My limit order got where was it? It was set here, but I wasn't paying attention. I could have made some money, but I had such a lower profit objective that I never got hit, right? We just chopped around and consolidated basically all day. So should have known better. when you have such a large range day the day before, that the next morning is going to be problematic. We might not even get up to London highs. Let's see what happens here. There's relative equal high at Asian high. Let's go leave this chart and I will go on the 15-minute. Yeah, I see that. And 8:30 news was bullish, so this is good. I like when I see that. We retrace, but we don't make a fair value gap. Still got some equal lows down here though, or we just made some new ones. Maybe we'll come back to them later, or we're gonna take them out now. Since we got time for this to chop around, I wanted to talk more about that one stock that I have and kind of the math behind it. So if I'm going to take risk, right? Like if I'm going to put money into day trading on the Nasdaq, I want to make sure I'm going to make money, right? So until obviously my account balance looks nicer and with a nice equity curve, I'm going to start putting real money in here. I probably won't tell you guys when I do that, because I think there's like a legal thing about that, and about kind of encouraging people to take the same trades. If I'm willing to take real money and I guess trade with it live, I could be liable for your failures. So when this is real money, I'll probably, well, you can't see it now because my face is over top of where it says demo. I gotta see if I'm gonna lose here and get ready to put a sell on, even though I think it's just gonna sweep here. Man, are we gonna survive this? Did it just come down to sweep these relatively equal lows that it created, and then it's gonna push back up? Anyway, actually we're gonna wait and then I'll talk more about, there's something wrong in the air. I think my phone data is not working properly, so that will be good night from me. Okay, my friend, thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Really appreciate it. If you stick around, then great. If not, we'll catch you tomorrow. So if we survive this and still continue higher, this is one of those instances where I found that having that 5 points below the initial number one candle just on the first fair value gap of the day is really beneficial. If this doesn't survive, then there's no difference. But we'll wait to see how this pans out before I get into talking about Misty. Actually, let's talk about Misty. So I was talking about that income play I have yesterday, and it's got 100% yield, which means, or higher actually. So if you say you have $1,000 in this stock MSTY, and it, you divide that by 12, sorry, yeah, $1,000 divided by 12 equals, you can expect to receive $83 a month in distributions throughout the year. So obviously 83 times 12 is 1,000. So in 12 months, you'll have $2,000 in your account, and you don't have to sell your shares. So you can either have $1,000 in cash and $1,000 in the stock. But if you reinvest those dividends, it actually turns out to be greater than 100% return, because this compounds, this $83, it compounds and grows every month. But what happens when you double your money for 10 years? Right? Like your $1,000 after year one is actually 2,000, right? And then I'll let you guys write that down. But basically in 10 years, you have $1 million just off of 1,000. So I kind of like came up with this plan that, if I'm gonna take risk, it's gonna be in that stock, and all I want is to get up to 500k. Is that right? Yeah, 500k. And then I have another stock that I like that pays a 20% distribution. So times that by 20%. Wait, 20% is $100,000 a year, right? Divided by 12. So $8,300 a month in distributions. Actually, the one that I want to get into is called QDTE. I'll bring it up here. My watch list. QDTE. So this is the covered call, and it says it's got a yield of 48%, but it's actually, I think it's closer to 20, but I haven't followed it for a while. But it pays weekly, so imagine you're getting $8,300 a month, but divide that by 4. Actually, sorry, $100,000 a year. Is that too many zeros? I think so. Yeah, 100 grand a year divided by 52. So getting paid almost 2 grand a week. That's the goal. Just to get the 500k and 2 grand a week. And if I can do better than that in day trading, then so be it. But that's why I'm in no rush to put any real money into this, because that's my number one plan, is just to do it by saving my money and putting it into these income plays that compound my money. And I know there's more money to be made here, but am I ever going to get good enough to do that? I don't know. But we will try in the meantime. And I also want to be able to flip this. I'm going to find some filter to flip my face. Yeah, this doesn't look good. So I had a long position. Gonna get stopped out here, and we'll get ready to go short. But I will be patient and wait for the next fair value gap. Not like yesterday. Yeah, well, first I need trading profits, don't I? That's definitely, if I, once I start getting this rolling, then I'm gonna get the account to a certain point, and then you're right, I'll just start rolling those into those other income plays, and that's it. Bob's your uncle. Stop loss is going up above candle number 1. Actually, I want to move it up 3 points above. Is my new. I don't think 3 points is going to make or break me, but it'll give me just a little bit extra safety. But then there's another guy, Tom Hayes, hedge fund tips. This guy's podcast is really good. Hedge fund tips with Tom Hayes. If you guys are into investing stocks, his picks have been doing very well for me. And yeah, just diversify the way you make money. This is very hard to make money so far for me. But just buying stocks, and I buy stocks every Friday. So every Friday, I automatically have an e-transfer that goes into my trading account, and then I just buy stocks that are on sale. It's not a lot of money that I invest, but over the course of the year, it works out pretty good. And what helps too is when we are always watching the market because we're trading, and we can see when we're down and when we're up, and we're ready to, do a little retracement here for a week or two. I'm going to be sitting on cash right now. Instead of investing on Friday, I'm going to wait until we have a retracement, and I'm going to buy some stuff on sale. Isaac Hayes. Who is Isaac Hayes? This is a joke, right? Man, look at this beauty. Singer-songwriter. He's dead though. Oh man. Looks like he lived a fast and hard life. And I want to get some music in the background. So I've been looking at, I have a subscription to Artlist. I don't know if I told you guys, but I also have I do video. I've been doing fishing videos for a long time. I shot this. So this is a show that I've filmed. Let's see here. The videos. These are all. Yeah, these are on TV. The longer ones. Anything that's like 22 minutes long is the full episode that I've shot. And I think we're on season 4. I don't know if we're filming season 4 or maybe we are filming season 4. I don't know. It's been a blur, but it's been a lot of fun too. So since I love fishing, I get to go do this kind of stuff and go to these lodges and remote camps and film and fish and get paid for it. So that's kind of the best of both worlds. And maybe if I was a successful day trader, then I can do that full time. I can film. Actually, no, I don't want to film and edit anymore. You didn't hear it from me. No, I like filming. I like filming. I don't like the editing. The editing's so much work. There's no sweep here. I would expect this to be safe. Maybe come back up to the first presented fair value gap and go lower. So I think about trading and strategies when I'm fishing. No, I do not. I'm pretty focused. That's the great thing about fishing is like usually everything goes away. You are just so dialed in on, you know, presenting your lure properly and trying to catch fish and anticipating those bites. I guess you can kind of say fishing's like, or trading's like that, right? You're looking at these setups, you're anticipating what you're going to see and getting ready to jump in there and put an order on. But yeah, fishing really just like, there's nothing on my mind other than fishing when I do that. But when I'm filming and I don't have a rod in my hand, I'm probably thinking about other things too. A lot of back and forth here. It looks like we want to what's going on here? We might be going higher if we reject off of this gap. Although we did not sweep here, but we did sweep this. And then pushed up pretty quickly. Yeah, it's not looking good. And sweep here, large displacement, coming back. This looks like a shift to me. How do I close this trade? I'm going long. What's going on here? I want to buy. There we go. $57. $54. So I did not trade my strategy just now. I've been watching too many ICT 2022 videos. I'm looking at this sweep here and then displacement upwards, coming back into this fair value gap, and I thought we rejected off of it, and here we go, turning back. And I've been getting burned by the first presented fair value gap of the day several times now, where we've come back to tap into it and I'm not recognizing it as a sell opportunity. It happened so many times. Let's see if I can find other days it happened. We'll go with the 1 minute. Is this one of those days? No, this was yesterday. But still, yesterday was a really good example. This first presented fair value gap, you could have used it a couple times for a short. Tapping into it, going lower, tapping into it, going lower. They would be like small scalps, but it was working there. This was that big range day. This one, first presented fair value gap, is actually right here. Look how many times, oh wait, it's a little bit bigger. Look how many times you could have made money going into this thing. Tapped into it, scalp, back up, scalp, back up again, larger scalp. You could have made money 3 times using the first presented fair value gap on Monday, May 12th. And that's not the only day. That also happened. Where is it? It was the day before, on Friday. And I remember looking back, I'm like, man, I trade the first presented fair value gap, and look how many times I miss it. I basically ignore it. Here it is again. Yeah, I guess it didn't work out that great that day. But anyway. So far feeling good about my decision to switch it up here. Move my stop loss up. Oh man, look at this. I won't even have an opportunity to put another position on. We are already getting up to that 50% of the new day opening gap, I think is that line. Gonna reach London here. Yeah, that must be the new day opening gap. We're almost there. Just swept this high. I can get ready to put another long on, but I think I'll just move my stop up to break even if this lives. Which it looks like it will. 12 seconds on that. Yeah, Raghav, you missed a whole lot. So I got stopped out, and then I took a short going down, and then I think I closed at a small profit because I saw that we had this sweep right here when we came down, and then we created a fair value gap going up into the first presented fair value gap, and then bouncing down in here, and that's when I decided to take a long, and my stop loss was down here, and we are going higher, reaching for London highs overnight, and maybe even I did not put a second position on though, and maybe I still have an opportunity here since we could reach up to, like you said, the relatively equal highs on Asia. So I will get ready with a buy if we come back down into we did come back down into this fair value gap though. I'm doing it. Stop loss is going here with my first position. Oh, oh, Alibaba is down 6.63%. Feeling good about this, guys. This 370 objective, but I'm getting a little late here in the day. And well, I guess a little late here in the morning for me to stick around much longer. I gotta center myself better here. Or I can just zoom out. Anyway. I missed some great stories about fishing and trading. I don't know. I think it's going to be a slow move up higher. We're going to wait for a 1 hour candle or something. Let's see here. 15-minute. There's no fair value gap on the 1 hour, so it's just on the 15-minute. Whoops. What just happened? You're in long. First presented fair value gap. Yeah, I could have waited for that, but your entry's not too bad. We are pretty close to that 50% of the new day opening gap. Just a lot of lines on the chart here. Orders. So weird. Stopped out. Awesome. Okay. Well, that's it for today. There you go, Farad. I know you wanted to see my account balance. We're back to break even basically when I started the strategy March 27th at $8,000. So I wouldn't say that reflects accurately of what the strategy could have yielded, since, you know, I obviously did not trade properly to get this big, you know, 2,500 point win, and I've taken way more trades during the day than I should be. So, but today should have recognized getting out here very close to that 50% of the new day opening gap, but oh well, tomorrow's another day. You guys have a good one. Thanks for stopping in, saying hello, and we'll catch you tomorrow morning.